leading ideal L9. The founder of leading ideal said that leading ideal L9 would be the best under 5 million RMB, which is $700,000. I don't know whether he is making a joke or not, but in 2022 ChengDu Auto Show, we can finally see the car. In terms of dimensions, with a body size of 5,200mm in length, 1,998mm in width, and 1,800mm in height, and a wheelbase of 3,100mm, the leading ideal L9 has a body size that is now inferior to the BMW X7 and the Mercedes-Benz GLS, and is ranked as a large SUV. In terms of exterior design, as an add-on model, the front of the leading ideal L9 is of course without the air intake grille, and unlike its predecessor, the whole grille has been stripped down with an extra complete starring light and some angles on the front. Aside of the overall appearance, the ideal L9 adopts hidden door handles, reducing wind resistance at the same time, but also make the body more coordinated. The whole series of standard electric suction doors, double layer heat, and sun insulation glass, and 21-inch large wheels make the whole car a higher level of using experience. The design of the rear echoes that of the front, which also uses a running starring light design. The overall shape of the rear, there is a growth-like sense of sight. The lower part of the rear is very rounded and full. Because the new car replaced the dashboard with the HUD and touch bar, I was more or less uncomfortable sitting in the cockpit for the first time. The steering wheel design is similar to that of the previous Ideal one, with scroll wheel plus buttons, so old owners will get used to it quickly. The new car eliminates the traditional gear knob design but adopts a pocket gear design, tap to park, up to reserve, down to forward, and quickly down 2 times to open the assist driving. It's very quick to switch driving modes through touch bar. Just tap the left side of the screen to switch. The center duplex display is not bad. The control is also very silky smooth. The main page of the card can be moved at will, and the all-do rounded corners design, indeed a little bit like cell phone UI. Seat right, the front and second row of comfortable is equal, and both provide ventilation, heating, and massage function. The boss position of the small table is very practical. Put a computer or tablet to work is very comfortable. The equipment range also do not have to worry about. The refrigerator is above the 2 charging ports. Turn on the screen in the second row, turn on the seat massage, then get a cold drink from the refrigerator and watch a movie. Beautiful. Well, the exterior and interior of this car has a sense of luxury. Whether it is the best SUV within 5 million RMB, it will vary from person to person. Maybe you are not familiar with saic Rising Auto. Maybe you have been waiting for saic Rising R7 for a long time. Almost 2 years after its debut, this electric SUV, defined by saic as extremely intelligent and high class, has finally arrived in front of us. And also, it's our first time to see what it looks like. The styling of the Rising R7 is instantly recognizable as a new energy vehicle, with the front part of the car showing a sense of mystery. The lights adopt the popular split layout, and the narrow LED daytime running lights have an eyeball-like design, as if the vehicle has been given a light force. Adapted high and low beam units are arranged vertically below the daytime running lights, reinforcing the sporty aura. Positioned as a mid-size SUV, the saic Rising R7 has a length, width, height dimension of 4,900mm, 1,925mm, and 1,655mm, and a wheelbase of 2,950mm. The body adopts a slinking shape, and the coupe style is very obvious. The wind resistance coefficient of the whole car is 0.238, which is a pretty good figure among medium and large SUVs, and the hidden door handles make the side shape more flat. Rising R7 adopts the design of bezel-less doors, and the front doors are also equipped with automatic opening and closing with electric suction function. The doors will open automatically when the owner approaches the vehicle with the key. They will close automatically when leaving, increasing convenience and making the use of the car more ceremonial. In addition, the glass of the doors also adopts a 6mm double-layer limited configuration, which also has a better NVH performance of the whole car. The Rising R7 is also equipped with Huawei's Vision Enhanced AR HUD function, which incorporates driving information such as speed and navigation, as well as information about charging stations, shopping places, and other points of interest in the display, while video can also be played via HUD projection in parked situations. The front seats of the Rising R7 are electrically adjustable with buttons on the doors, and the front seats are designed with one-piece headrest. The seat fabric is wrapped by Napa leather, which creates a better sense of luxury in the whole cabin. Like many electric models, the Rising R7 features a large panoramic canopy, which officials say can isolate 87% of heat and 99% of UV rays. And features like 14-speaker Bose audio, 256-color ambient lighting, heated steering wheel, wireless front phone charging, and streaming interior rear view mirror will also be available on the Rising R7. As a brand new model of the Rising brand, the Rising R7 has made changes for modernization and intelligence while in targeting the quality resources of SAIC. From the design of the interior and exterior, the sense of technology and refinement is the first impression which it leaves to us. The R7 is expected to be priced between $44,000 and $58,000, and its main competitors will be Tesla Model Y, Nio es6, and other popular mid-size SUVs. It's understood that the R7 will be officially launched in late September and delivered in late October, so let's wait and see how it will perform. Chang'an, Huawei, and CATL joint car. Do you look forward to it? The futuristic appearance and interior design, Huawei's full vehicle intelligence solution and high-performance model, matched with CATL's latest battery. This is the first work of the three bigwigs to jointly build a car, avatr 11. Overall, the new car seems to have a very novel and recognizable exterior design. The closed front of the EVE logo, coupled with the squinty lights and embossed baggage, make the new car look very combat-ready. At the same time, in the front hood of the vehicle, avatr also makes storage design. Put 2 or 3 backpacks, no problem. The dimensions of the new car length reach 4,880mm with 1,970mm, height 1,601mm, wheelbase 2,975mm, and the current market mainstream large SUVs run counter to a more compact design. On the side, the new car looks lower and is equipped with large 22-inch wheels and marked PC6 tires for a sportier look. In addition, the vehicle is also equipped with 4 electric suction doors. Only need to gently break the handle. The doors can detect obstacles through the sensor to complete the door open and close. The rear part of the car prefers to create a retro feeling, but also very futuristic. The first is the design of the rear window. The overall tilt angle is very small, basically perpendicular to the ground, and some of the old sports cars have a similarity. In the interior, the wrap-around cockpit gives a very relaxed feeling, and the overall design even has a hint of French sentiment in it. In addition, a large number of line elements are used inside the car, making the overall atmosphere inside the car more high-end. The seats are moderately soft and supportive enough, revealing a novel sense of luxury everywhere. The design of the central control is quite new, with a sense of spacecraft control cabin. The back of the center screen has been hollowed out and the speaker has been placed. The air conditioning vents are almost concealed, making the overall interior more harmonious. For the second row, Avatr has also made a good design. The rear of the headrest is designed with a storage space, and the charging port is hidden inside. In terms of range, the dual-motor version of the new car is equipped with detials latest CDB Hurling lithium battery pack, which can provide two types of range versions of 680 km and 555 km under CLTC conditions. According to the official disclosure, there may be a single-motor long-range version of the car launched later, that the range can be further. With the high-voltage charging platform, the maximum charging power of Avatr 11 can reach up to 240 kilowatts, and the fastest 10 minutes can make up for the 200 kilometers range, sparing your mileage anxiety. In addition to power and range, assisted driving is also a highlight of this car. Avatr 11 is equipped with Huawei's assist driving solution with 34 intelligent sensors, including 3 semi-solid state leaders and a high computing platform of 400 TOPS, which is even stronger than the previous Arcfox Alpha S Huawei HI version. Since the launch of Avatr 11, official sales have always been covered up, so we will have to wait and see how the subsequent performance will be. As the first SUV model on the NT 2.0 platform, the Nio es7 is expected to start delivery in August, the shortest time from launch to delivery since Nio was founded. At the ChengDu Auto Show, we had a chance to see the exterior and interior of the car up close. The es7 is positioned as a large 5-seat mid-size SUV, and from a size perspective, the car is a lot larger than the es6, 62mm longer, 22mm wider, and 60mm more wheelbase. But from the visual perception of the whole car is not bloated, and the whole car is designed with a stronger sense of cleanliness than the es6. For example, its front face sound was similar to the design of ET7, with more closed area and a little less sharp nose, so the gracefulness of its front face is now as full as that of es6. This can also reflect the higher positioning of the es7. The NT 2.0 platform features a lookout leader layout, which is placed on the SUV because it is higher than the average person's line of sight, so you will subsequently be less likely to notice its presence. So it's also more acceptable than the ET7 for the average person's aesthetics. The door handle pops open in the same way as the es6 and different from the ET7, but to my surprise, Nio also gave the car electric suction doors, and its opening logic is similar to that of the ET7. When you put your hand on the door handle, the door pops out a little bit in advance, which makes the opening action more elegant and effortless. The regular volume of the tail gauge is 74 larger than the es6, and this time the visual experience is indeed significantly larger than the es6, but it can be considered as a very large kind of SUV. The back seat is really big. The knee space is now improved by 16mm more wheelbase. This should also be thanks to the second generation platform to optimize the medical space, squeeze out more surplus. The es7 rear seats are really much more comfortable than the es6, and they also support electric backrest adjustment. It seems that the car was developed with a higher priority on rear seat space and comfort. As for the front row, what I can't figure out is why the seat position seems to be higher than my car. Is it because of the optional nebulizer seats? People like me who are used to driving the Nio feel high seating position. That from the oil car for the past customers will probably feel even higher at once. But there are many other aspects of the front row that are still better than the ET7. For example, I think the seat wrapping is better than the ET7, and I like it better. And then the bone trim inside the cabin is a little darker than the ET7. which I also like. In addition, es7 has a small improvement compared to es7 this time. As some joints between the bone trim and other interior parts, Nio made a new meteorite comb process to cover up the edges of the bone trim, which looks more neat and tidy. Finally, a small point that may not be useful to many people, but very useful to some. This es7 now only announced what camping mode it has, external discharge function, but also announced that this vehicle is qualified for towing and can legally tow an RV. Perhaps this will also become another unique selling point of es7. Car companies always want to sell more. What kind of reason makes Voyah decide to sell this car in limited quantity? At the ChengDu International Auto Show, the Voyah brand launched the Voyah Free DNA Custom Edition model. There are two models, the range extender version at $55,867 and the pure electric version at $61,750, and it will be sold in limited edition of 3,000 units. Voyah Free DNA Custom Edition is based on a bionic mechanical design concept of metallics. In terms of appearance, the dimensions of the Voyah Free DNA Custom Edition are 4,905mm x 1,950mm x 1,660mm, and the wheelbase is 2,960mm. The exterior of the car is slightly different from that of the current model, with some details being redrawn. In the front, the Voyah Free DNA Custom Edition has a smaller grille, larger air intakes on both sides, and an aerodynamic package. On the side, the Voyah Free DNA Custom has a hidden door handle design, new wheel brow, and a double color wheel design, which makes the car look more advanced. The exterior colors of the Voyah Free DNA Custom Edition are Taiji Black and Taiji White. Next is the interior of the new car. The interior structure of the Voyah Free DNA is not much different from the current model, with a delicate steering wheel style, comfortable to grip, and also with heating function. The center console is also designed in a simple and atmospheric way, with a large triple screen embedded in it that maximizes the sense of technology in the car. Although no specific information is available on the configuration, it is predicted that it will be consistent with the current model. Unlike the regular version of Voyah Free, the DNA version of the Voyah Free can accelerate to 100 km in just 4.3 seconds. The both 5 models have their own characteristics. Which one is your favorite? Comment to say your opinion.